Imagine Vogue titling you the most influential makeup artist in the world, because that's what's happened to Pat McGrath, the renowned celebrity makeup artist who has painted over 190,000 models, works on 500 plus magazine covers, and given damehood by Queen Elizabeth II for her services within the fashion and beauty industry. She has painted the likes of Donatella Versace, Naomi Campbell, Victoria Beckham, Oprah, and all of these 40 women for the 2024 March issue of British Vogue. In 2019, she was included in Time's most influential people list for 25 years of creating the most iconic looks on the runways and campaigns and being the vision behind the artistry. She has worked with many luxury brands and has been backstage to around 3,300 shows. I actually met Pat recently, a rare moment since she's normally working, but her team said that I could come into Selfridges to get my makeup done by Nicola, Pat's incredible pro makeup artist. It was amazing to see how he used techniques he had learned from Pat, especially as I asked Pat what look she would do on me, and she answered with a brown smoky eye. But let's begin this deep dive into the extraordinary life of Pat McGrath. I got my makeup done yesterday, so it's now my turn to recreate the makeup Nicola did on me, and I've got a few more products, so I'm excited to try these. That's the main reason why I wanted to do this part, because he gave me some products he didn't actually use on me. I've got nothing on my skin right now, and the first product we're going to take is this toner. Is it a toner? It's the Essence. I'm taking the Essence from Pat McGrath, and this is apparently one of Pat's favourite products, and also Nicola's favourite product. For me though, Pat McGrath has been such a huge inspiration. Like the amount of shows that she does every year. She does like over 60 shows a year, working with Loewe, Burberry, Louis Vuitton, all these fashion brands, and she creates all of these looks for them. This McQueen look is just so cool because each model wore 35 custom pieces of latex, but this gold lip for Prada was definitely a statement, as the rest of the model's makeup was very natural. Pat loves to use feathers, and for Valentino she adorned the models in petal-like feathers, and it just looks so delicate and beautiful. By far my favourite look she has created are for the Maison Margiela looks, which she did this year, and I loved it so much that I got my friend, who is famous for his makeup, to recreate it on me. Wait until the end of the video though to see if my makeup compares to anything Nicola did on my face. But this brand in only 4 years was valued at $1 billion. It was founded in 2014 by Pat McGrath, and by 2019 it was valued at $1 billion. It is very liquidy. I need to work fast with this. In an interview, Pat did say that she uses her fingers, so you know what? I might actually just use my fingers. Pat always says that fingers are the best tool, and that's because the warmth of your fingers really helps to warm up the foundation. My first introduction with her brand was in 2016, and I didn't really know at the time like how much of a big deal Pat McGrath was. But she is a huge powerhouse in the industry. For example, she was titled a Dame by Queen Elizabeth II because of her services within the beauty and fashion industries over the years. So Pat was born in 1971 in Northampton, and her mum was a seamstress. She was a single mother, and she had a huge passion and love for makeup. And that's actually how Pat got into makeup herself. However, she never wanted to create a brand which didn't cater to everyone, because she said growing up that she saw her mum literally make her own makeup. She would mix creams with darker pigments, whether that be from an eyeshadow, because the makeup brands at the time wouldn't cater to everyone's skin tone. Pat McGrath was one of the very first makeup artists to really cater to black women, and her brand definitely shows that. Like, her shade ranges are incredible. Apparently this is really full coverage. The crazy thing about Pat is that she never actually had any formal makeup training. Pat wore lots of incredible makeup, and her big break into makeup was when she was invited by Karen Wheeler, the lead singer of Soul II Soul, to Japan for 3 months to do her makeup. This was an amazing opportunity, as Soul II Soul were a huge band in the 90s, and this meant Pat could begin to understand and navigate the busy schedules of the stars who soon be booking her. She began working at ID magazine with then 18-year-old Edward Enninful, the industry's youngest fashion director, where her bold makeup looks translated well into his striking photo shoots, and over the years they have built an incredible friendship and still work together, but now at Vogue. In the 1990s, she began to work with supermodels including Naomi Campbell, Kate Moss, all of the incredible 90s supermodels. And the black supermodels like Naomi Campbell, they loved Pat because Pat knew, how to cater her makeup techniques to them. And in 1994, Steven Meisel asked Pat to go backstage to do the makeup, and again, that was another one of her huge breaks. And after that, she began to work with brands like Versace, Dolce & Gabbana. I haven't opened this yet, and this is the next step. This is what the packaging looks like. You've got the product here, and there's all of these sequins. Nicola was doing this with the powder, and he was getting so much on the brush, which I was kind of like, because I don't like a lot of powder. She will paint with her team up to 250 people sometimes for a show. This is the powder though. My skin does look blurred. Okay, I like it. Nicola didn't actually use this on me, but this is her bronzer. Now doing this job, I realized that the people that you see online aren't always the same in person. So I was kind of nervous to meet her because it's like the saying, you should never meet your idols. but she was genuinely like how she is online. She was so warm, genuine, and she was so vibrant and colourful. Not obviously the way that she dresses, she's always like, she's famous for always wearing black. I think what really sets her makeup apart is that the formulations are very experimental, and I also love how scientific the whole brand just feels. For example, the name is Pat McGrath Labs. Everything is made in Italy, where some of the best makeup manufacturers are, but what made her formulations different at the beginning was that nobody was doing high shine chrome pigments like Pat. Everything she made felt like a high-tech makeup experiment, resulting in every makeup lover wanting her new launches. I really love a dusty pink shade because you can really blend it into your bronzer. This actually wasn't used on me the other day at Selfridges. This is the Skin Fetish highlighter. It's the Balm Duo, and it's in the shade Bronze. For this video, I was doing so much research about her personal life, but honestly, she keeps herself very, very private. She is a private woman, and because of that, I couldn't find much about her children or if she was married, and you know what, fairs, I wish I could be as private as her. Another thing I found really interesting about her brand is that people really discouraged her when she first started, and that's because there wasn't really any makeup, celebrity makeup brands out on the market. And on September the 30th, 2015, she released her very first product, which was a gold eyeshadow, and it sold out in minutes. It just goes to show that people really wanted a makeup line made by a celebrity makeup artist. But after digging and doing some research, honestly, people aren't happy with the direction of where Pat's going with her brand. Just because all of the palettes feel very samey, like all of the colors in the new palettes are pretty much the same. And her very first palettes were very experimental. Like these shades right here, they were never done before in a palette. However, I'm not a client for eyeshadow. Like, I don't really wear eyeshadow. This is very experimental for me, and therefore all of her other products are different. They are very cool, and therefore I'll continue to buy Pat, and honestly her products are insane. Going back to Pat's mum though, Jean, it's actually so sad because she was obviously a huge makeup lover, and Pat was already beginning to, you know, establish herself within the makeup industry, but it didn't obviously flourish into the later 90s. Before that, Pat's mum had actually died, so she never really got to see Pat's makeup brand become the biggest celebrity makeup artist brand in the world. And it is so sad, I can literally feel the chills in me now, because Jean would have loved to have seen Pat do so well and do incredible, like what she's doing now, but being able to be such a proud mum and see that, oh my god, like it's actually... Why am I tearing up? I'm gonna try not become emotional in this, but I've just done my lower lash line. One of my favourite facts about Pat is that in 2012, she was credited for bringing back coloured mascara. However, the mascara I have right now is just a black mascara. I don't know if any of you guys are a Swiftie. I've only recently just become one after I got to see her in concert. But I actually found it really funny that Pat is the queen in Taylor's Bejeweled music video. She is all dressed up, and at first Pat thought that Taylor just wanted to do the makeup for the music video. But because Pat is the queen of makeup, Taylor actually wanted Pat to star as the queen in the music video, and I just thought that was so funny. Nicola didn't do any setting spray on me or anything up to my eyebrows, but this is the finished makeup look. It's cute, I like it, he did a better job, but you know, it's fine. I'm not a pro makeup artist. These are the other products I got from the new Christmas collection. I got some lipstick, some eyeshadow, and a lip liner. Because of you, I was able to meet Pat, so I'm forever grateful, and I'll see you next time on YouTube, and bye. Bye!